You trying to leave, Poochie? Huh? You want to leave? Stay here with me. Why are you trying to leave? You don't want to be with me? Why are you trying to leave? You don't want to be with mommy? Hmm? You don't want to be with mommy, little crackhead dog? Little crackhead doggy? Little cute crackhead doggy? You don't want to stay with mommy? Hmm? You don't want to stay with mommy? I need to put my dials and bracelets back on. YouTube be playing around with the notifications. They don't be notifying people that I'm here. And that's irritating to me. But you know what? We just gonna keep on going. We are most definitely going to keep going. We're not gonna let YouTube the notifications get us down. We're not gonna let that stress us out because we're not. I'm gonna get started, and when people come, they come, and if they don't, I'm just gonna upload it anyway. That's how this train rolls. It's time for me to wash my hair. I'm definitely gonna wash this hair today. Should I wash it today? The graduation is Thursday, I think. I think I broke my glasses because they are sliding. Let me see when the graduation is. I think it's Thursday. So if the graduation is Thursday, I might wash it tomorrow. That's it. Is this it? I don't know. No. God damn, we got so. I'm gonna have to ask my granddaughter. I think it's Thursday though. So I might wash my hair tomorrow morning. And that'll give me enough time to braid it back up. Yeah. That'll give me enough time to braid it back up because I'm probably gonna wear a wig to the graduation. I haven't even figured out what dress I'm wearing to the graduation yet, but I'm not getting dressed up. I don't even think I'm wearing a dress. I think I'm going to just wear like this cute top and some pants. I don't think I'm wearing a dress. I don't think I'm gonna do all that. So yeah. It's a junior high school, um well, middle school. Y'all don't call it junior high school anymore. It's a middle school graduation. So let's get started. I was watching. Y'all done made Eat with Q, man. Y'all done pissed her off. Like, y'all done made her mad, man. To the point where she had to come on here and tell y'all to don't be worried about what's going on in her marriage. Like, y'all pissed her off. She mad at y'all. Y'all that's over there in her comments asking her questions about her husband. She mad at y'all. She mad at all y'all. Like, she was basically almost screaming at y'all. I'm like, who done made It With Q mad? Who did it? Tell me who did it so I can go over there and whoop them. Cause girl, they pissed you off. Like she was eating that food so aggressive, like the spoon was hitting her teeth and everything. Like she was using. She wasn't. I can't eat with no serving spoon. For one thing, I just don't want to open my mouth wide enough for a serving spoon to go in my mouth. I don't even open my mouth that wide when I eat. I might as well eat with a baby spoon. Because, because I don't open my mouth that wide. And I don't like a whole lot of food in my mouth at one time. And this girl is sitting up here eating with a serving spoon. Like that's the spoon I use to, dip the food and put it on plates. Not what I use to eat with. I eat with a teaspoon and a fork. But she eating with this big ass serving spoon and opening her mouth and throwing that food in there because y'all done pissed her off. Asking her about her marriage and her husband. But this is the marriage that you invited us to. You invited us to the wedding. You brought us. You told us. You brought us on an airplane with you to Nigeria. You took us with you. We wouldn't have went there if you hadn't have took us. We would have stayed in our respective states. I would have stayed in California. But you took me to Nigeria on the plane with you. You told me everything that was going on. Then you took me to buy the dress with you and everything. So at this point, I'm your auntie. I'm your auntie. You took me to the church when you had the white ceremony. You didn't introduce me to your husband. You didn't show me how you cooking for him and everything. You didn't took me when y'all went shopping. Y'all went on a date. You took me with you and everybody else. So now that y'all not together, you don't want to talk no more. We can't be friends no more. That's not how it works. It don't work like that. I'm still your auntie. And I want to know. Because you was in love. You was, oh, I'm a wife now. You can't touch me. I'm somebody's wife. You was saying what your last name is. You made up a couples channel. Y'all was on the couples channel coupling in front of us, and you was feeding your husband and cooking for him, and y'all was eating fish and all these Nigerian dishes. Yes, we want to know why you came back to America by yourself. Yeah, we do. You thought we wasn't going to want to know that? You thought we wasn't going to see that you came back by yourself? After you done got married, I'm a queen. I'm on top of the world. You not understanding. Y'all ain't never been treated like a queen. It's so much better here. The food tastes better. The air is more airy. The water is more crystal clear. Everything here is healthy and better than America. You was basically like boo-booing on America. And then you come back. You come back by yourself. And think that people are not going to ask, well, your husband, girl, why your husband didn't come back with you? Of course we're going to ask. Because you was in love. You was in deep, deep, deep love. You was in that I will drink your bathwater love. And now you by yourself. Oh, we talk on the phone. Y'all don't understand that we FaceTime every day. I don't care. I don't care about FaceTiming. I could not even imagine my husband being that far away from me. I'm in California and my husband is in Nigeria. My first marriage, my husband was in the military, he was in the Navy. And so, towards the beginning of our marriage, my husband had to do 2 weeks active duty. 2 weeks, and I literally almost lost my mind. And he wasn't even that far from home. We're in California, and he was just down in Nevada somewhere. It's not like he had active duty overseas, thank God. But my husband was gone for 2 weeks, and I was legit crazy. And, that was, I think, too, that was one of the reasons. Well, my husband, he was getting ready to get out the military anyway, but, he was like, I don't want to be deployed away from my wife, my young wife. Like, I was at the time only in my 20s. I don't want to be deployed and my wife is at home alone. And I know that Eat with Q is in her 30s. She doesn't have any children or anything. And maybe this is just a bump in the road for them. But I don't know. I don't know. And I know it's difficult because I have a friend who, as a matter of fact, I want to try to see if she will come on the show and talk about what the visa process is like. And I think that would have been good if Eat with Q had just been honest and said, hey, the visa process in Africa is crazy. And right now, my husband is just not able to come for political reasons or whatever. But just not to say anything, I think, is where her subscribers are having an issue. And I think it's harder than people think. Even if you marry someone in Africa, I think it's actually harder than people think for you, excuse me, to stay there even after you're married as an American. I think you only get a certain amount of time to live there. I think you have to apply for residency or I don't know, something. Like you're not just going to go to Africa as an American and stay unless you apply to stay. And obviously, she stayed until her visa was up and then she came back home. And for whatever reason, he couldn't come with her. And there's a lot of reasons why, he couldn't travel with her back to the States. And maybe he is, in the process of trying to get his visa and, his paperwork together, but they probably couldn't get that stuff together while she was there. And she had to come on back. Because these countries don't be playing. If they give you a certain amount of time to stay there, you got to stay there that certain amount of time, and you got to get the booking back home, back to the U.S. But that's something that I would have taken care of from the gate. Like I don't think I would have married someone that I know couldn't come back to the States with me. And I know that I was not going to want to stay in Africa. That wouldn't have been my thing. And I really don't think she did enough research as to, how long I'm gonna be able to stay. Are you gonna be able to come? I think she just fell in love and was just like, oh yeah, this is a fairy tale. I love it so much. Africa is so, everything here is so great. I'm gonna stay here and be an African queen, because that whole queen thing, I'm on queen level. I'm on queen status. I'm a queen. 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 I walk down the street and people throw rose petals for me to walk on. You know why? Because I'm a queen. And then you come back to the States and you're just a regular person. But I mean, enjoy I enjoyed the African content because I wanted to see what it was like. I enjoy seeing how other people live. I was following a couple that lived in Russia for a while just to see, the difference. I just recently started watching this young lady that she lived in Germany, but she's here in the States now. But her content is kind of like Germany versus the United States, like what the houses look like in Germany compared to, what they look like here, the food and stuff like that. I enjoy those type of videos. I really do. So I was really looking forward to her Nigerian content, like what the food is like in Nigeria. I wanted her to show more of her going out to stores and, shopping and all of that kind of stuff. And I really thought that, after she had her experience in Nigeria, I really thought that I thought that was my husband. I really thought that we would get an opportunity for her husband to have the same experience here in the States. Like, I really wanted to. I'm not sure if he's been to the US before, if this was going to be his first time in the States, and it appears that it would have been. That's how it appears. So I was, really looking forward to um him coming. I really was. It's long this that's a long way. And it's hard. This is a brand new marriage. Like, they haven't even been married a year yet. And I know it's a lot of people who go through this whose, husbands are in the military, but you doing that for a job. That person has no other choice. You know what I mean? And you knew that from the start. You knew that if you marry someone who is active duty, you know that either, there's a chance that they may have deployments and a chance that, y'all gonna be moving from place to place and he may not be able to take you right away. You may have to move and then go after him or something. That's different. I really believe that that's different when it's your job. You know that up front that, that's gonna happen. It's different from marrying somebody and I don't know why. I don't want to say it was the visa situation that is keeping him in Nigeria and her in the States. But it probably more than likely is. Like, I hope it's the visa situation and nothing really serious. But she said that, she has learned to keep some things to herself, to not tell everything because y'all subscribers be doing the most. And, I don't blame her about some of that. I really don't. Because a lot of stuff with my husband, I keep to myself. I mean, I know that my subscribers know that I'm married. The people who are have been with me for a while, they know I'm married. But I keep like my husband works for and all that kind of stuff. We keep that to ourselves because people are stupid. There's some crazy people out here, but people know that I'm married and I love my husband. And I would not want, we've been married 10 years. It'll be 10 years in December. And the only time that we spent a night away from each other was when I was sick and had to go to the hospital. And they kept me. And I made him come home and take care of Gizmo. That was the only time we spent a night away from each other. And he came early the next morning. The only time in 10 years that we have spent a night away from each other. I cannot imagine. And I was like 2 exits away on the freeway. Like the house, we wasn't that far from I wasn't that far from the hospital. Wasn't that far from where we lived. I can't imagine my husband being in Nigeria and we just got married. I definitely can't imagine it now. I have never been one to want a long distance relationship. Long distance relationships don't work for me because I don't want to say that I'm clingy, but I like to be around the person that I'm in a relationship with. I enjoy being married. Now, I don't want my husband up in my face all the time, but I want him here in the house. I don't want to have to, I don't have to have eyes on you at all times, but I want to be able to know, okay, he in another room, or he upstairs, or he in the garage, or he in the backyard. I like it like that. I don't like not. He across the world. For me to see him, I gotta get on the plane, or he has to get on the plane to come see me. No, I can just walk in the other room. When was the last time you went outside, dude? Hey, when, when was the last time you went outside? Huh? You look like you having a bad day? Cause your hair looks terrible. Hey, KK. I was talking about Eat with Q and her being somewhat upset with her subscribers because I guess they have been asking about her husband. And for whatever reason, that is bothering her. And I don't understand why she don't think people are going to ask. That's a legitimate question. I don't, like I didn't go into her comment section and read her comments and see how people are asking or, what people are saying. I know people can say some, really crazy stuff sometimes. Like I didn't read her comments because I don't watch all of her videos, but I did watch this one because the title kind of alluded to the fact that she was going to talk about her husband. So I did watch the video, and she didn't say anything really about him, but basically it ain't none of your business. It ain't your business. I'm not going to tell you nothing. When he get here, he'll be here. Because I guess people are asking, like, when is he coming? And she was basically like, when he get here, he'll be here. And I'm kind of with her on that. When you see him, you see him. But had it been me, I would just come out and tell my subscribers, hey, you know, he's still working on a visa. He's still working on the visa. And, when things get straightened out, he'll be here. Or I'm working on my visa. And when I get stuff straight, I'm going back to Africa. I just wanted to come back to the States to visit my family or whatever, and I'm going back. People are going to ask questions. They're your subscribers. These are people that watch your videos all the time. They have invested their time and energy into them, and you can't be upset when they ask you questions. They nosy. They nosy. I'm nosy too. I just ain't gonna ask you. I ain't gonna be in your comments asking you. But if you put the information out there, I'm gonna look at it because I'm nosy. I want to know your subscribers is nosy, girl. You put them in all, you gave them all your business. We done went to the church with you. We was there, girl, when the preacher was praying over you. We seen it all. We saw the white wedding. We done subscribed to your couple's channel. You done told us how to pronounce your name and everything. Girl, we was with you. Then, you don't, after all of this, and I'm a queen, you not a queen because I'm a queen. After we didn't accepted the fact that you a queen, you gonna come home and not give us no more information. No, that's not how it works. That's not how none of this works. You gonna tell us what happened, or we gonna continue to make you mad. Yeah, they had been because they support her channel. I believe she is within her covenant to protect what they have. Some questions were invasive. I mean, I get it on both sides. See, I didn't look at the questions. I didn't go. I can imagine some people do too much. I know some people do too much. And I'm not saying to say anything that is personal. She has a right to her personal life. But just don't get mad at your subscribers, though. Just say, hey, he's working on the visa and he'll be here when he get here. The video was just a little aggressive for me. Okay? It was just a little aggressive. The use of the big serving spoon, shoving the spoon in her mouth aggressively, it was just a little bit much for me. But I mean, I understand her frustration. I do, but I see her. I see both sides. When you open up your life, when you open the door and allow people to come into your home, it's hard to close that door. the door is open and it's hard to close it. You know what I mean? It's hard to close the door. It's hard to know when to close the door. Let me show y'all what my husband um got me. He knows that I love sloths. Look at this sloth. It's a backpack. Ain't it cute? His little stomach open up. I think it's big enough for my cell phone. He's so cute. When you put him on your back, he's looking like arms all open and stuff. He's so cute and soft. But they had a pink one that was fuzzy that I'm really thinking I'm holding on to him right now, but I'm really thinking about sending him back and getting the pink one because the pink one would go with my aesthetic right now. Like everything. I know I'll be driving my husband crazy because the sheets are pink. The sheets are flower. The bedspread is pink and white, and the comforter is. I can't help it though. I can't. And he knows that I can't help it. Pink and purple is like my color. He knows I can't help that. And sometimes I'll be like, if I don't have like pink things around me, like bright colors boost my serotonin. I don't know. But it keeps me up. So I have to have like pink things around me. I love sloths. And like every time I go to 7-Eleven always has the 7-Eleven that I go to has this little swirly thing with all of the Beanie Babies on there. And for a while they had heck of sloths. And I think I was like driving my husband crazy every time I went in there and would get a sloth. Hey Naya, she's still growing. Praying for her. I am too. I am. She is she's still young. She's very I mean, she's in her 30s though, right? I'm praying for her marriage. You know how I believe in marriage. I love when I see young people get married. I'm just one of those people. I love love. I want people to be in love. I want them to get married. I want them to be happy, but I want them to think situations through clearly. Don't just jump into a situation. No, you have to think things clearly through before that you get married so that you won't be in a bad situation. Because no one wants their spouse to be thousands of miles away from them. Oh yeah, my husband, he don't care. He don't know what color the sheets is anyway. If I called him in here and asked him now, but what color are the sheets? He wouldn't know. He don't care. He just go to bed. He could care less. He don't care what color I decorate or nothing. He do not care. He don't know. If somebody was to ask him, what color is your bedroom? He would be like, I don't know. I sleep there. He don't care. He could care less. He don't care what color I do stuff. Girl, this is day 3, I think. This is day 3 of a twist out. So, I took my twisties down, and this is it. It's what you get. And the bad thing is, I have not detangled yet. I'm gonna probably have to detangle tonight. Yeah, because I want to wash it tomorrow. So tonight, I'm gonna spray it down real good with a leave-in conditioner and detangle, and probably just put it in like 4 braids, so I can just get up in the morning and take those down and wash my hair. I hate the detangling process after I've had my hair twisted, because I think I kept them twisting for like 2 weeks. So the detangling process, it may not be too bad. It don't seem too tangled, because I have been spraying it with. I've been putting like leave-in conditioner in there, so I don't think it's too bad. But I need to um wash it and braid it down for the graduation Thursday, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wear a wig to I want to be cute for the. I mean, I'm not saying this ain't cute, because my granddaughter loves my afro. She's like, I love your little bitty curls. Your little curls are so cute. I love them. She's like, she's always like, wear your hair, Granny. I'll be like, I don't want to wear it. So it wouldn't matter to her. It's just my preference. I just want to wear a wig. So, I'm gonna braid my hair down and wear a wig. It's so crazy that um my granddaughter's 14 years old and she's only known me for 3 years without dreads. Cause her whole life, up until her being a teenager, I've had dreads. I've had long hair. So, this is different. Everybody in the family is getting used to this person, this new person. And I'm still getting used to it too. I'm still, getting used to, like, I got up this morning and I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing nothing. So I had about 3 or 4 of these in like different colors. The only thing that I don't like about these is the opposite side is, the color is not on both sides. It's just on one side. And so when you wrap it around, you have to make sure that you fold the scarf a certain way, or you're not going to get the color. You're going to get the opposite side. And it's irritating for me because I just be like, boop, 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 boop. Be trying to, what was that? I'll be trying to, hurry up and wrap it around, and then I don't get the actual color of the scarf. So that's the only thing that I don't like. But I have a few of these in like different colors, and these are by the company Evolve. Oh, this one says it's 60 inches extra long. I don't think some of the other ones I have are extra long. And they stretch. Like, the material is really stretchy. So, I'm going to put that on. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. Would change for you to not have dreads anymore? They got too heavy. They got too heavy, and they got to the point where they were like pulling, because they were so heavy that, like, it just seemed like they were pulling my edges. Like, it seemed like my edges was thinning, and I thought that, and it was. I think, twisting them and stuff was thinning my edges out. Like my edges seemed like they had like thinned out. And in the back, it seemed like my hair was getting real thin in the back because they were too heavy. And I had actually cut the back, like 2 or 3 rolls off the back. I had cut them because they were too heavy. Did I cut the back? I know I cut this. I went crazy and was like shaving the sides. It was the dreads was kind of like doing this mohawk thing, and I had cut the sides because they were pulling. Especially when I washed them, it had just got too much because my dreads were below my butt. They weren't at butt level. They were actually below my butt. And, washing them, and, I have arthritis in my hands. And to wash them, I was like trying to squeeze the shampoo and conditioner and, doing washing my hair. I would be in the shower for almost an hour. By the time I would get out, my shoulders, my back would be hurting, my hands would be hurting. I just was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm and I had already said in my mind that I wanted to cut them off when I turned 60 anyway. That was my plan. My plan was to keep them until I turned 60. I didn't make it. I didn't make it to 60. I made it to 55, I think. 55. So it just got too much. I started this when I was, younger, like 39, something like that, late 30s. Yeah, late 30s. And I didn't have arthritis like I do now. I probably had arthritis, but I didn't have it like I have it now. And so, it wasn't that big of a deal. Plus, they were so much shorter then and easier to deal with. They didn't get hard to deal with until they got super long. They got super long, they got hard to deal with. And so I was like, all right, that's that. Yeah, traction alopecia. And I was like, I'm going to be bald. I started to feel like they were really thinning, pulling. They were so heavy that they were pulling my hair out. I stopped wearing them down because, I felt like if I wear them down, they would be pulling. I kind of kept them up in like a loose bun on my head. And that just, okay, KK. All right, sweetie. I already did my dinner, thank God. I I I kept them up in a bun usually, and I don't know. I just got tired. I just got tired of them, and just cut them off. I had been cutting them short. I cut them short first. I was like, I'm gonna cut them short, and I'm gonna keep them. Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Navia. I cut them short. I first cut them short, and I said, okay, I'm gonna keep them because they're shorter. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna cut them off because I just want to get I just felt like I wanted to. My head just couldn't breathe with the dreads. I just felt like my head needed to breathe, and I just And I'm not like these other people who feel like, my dreads was holding all of this energy and all this negativity, and I cut my dreads off. I'm not that person. I don't feel like my dreads held on to anything because I never looked at my dreads as anything but hair. So I don't think they held on to any more negativity than my eyebrows or my eyelashes. Because it's all hair that grows from your body. So why would your dreads hold any more energy than any other hair that grows from your body? So that, like that wasn't it. When I cut my dreads, of course, I felt lighter, but I felt lighter because I didn't have no hair. Because when we got finished, I only had about that much hair. That much hair. I only had a little bit of hair. Because my husband cut down to where because I let some new growth come. I stopped twisting and let some new growth come. So I cut where the new growth was. And then my husband had to go in with the clippers and just, clean it up and just cut it down. And of course, my head felt lighter. My head felt much lighter because I ain't had no hair. That was normal. It didn't feel lighter because, my energy had changed. I don't feel like my energy changed at all. Like I didn't change as a person. I'm no different without my dreads than I was with my dreads. Yeah, I wasn't trying to like my edges, I have a decent hairline. I got a strong hairline. And it just seemed like mine was disappearing and stuff with the dreads, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm losing my hair." And the fact that I have hypothyroidism, my hair goes through these weird phases. And when I was thinking that, my hair could have been going through one of my hypothyroidism phases because sometimes my hair will thin, but that's, that's one of the side effects of having hypothyroidism is thinning, brittle hair. And sometimes I go through these stages where the front part of my hair will fall out. It'll grow back, but it will thin out right up in here. And I was noticing it, and it could have been, I could have been just going through one of my hypothyroidism phases. And I just was like, I'm sick of this. And I just cut my hair. But since I have cut my hair, I do notice that my hair is thinner. It looked thick. Like it looks like I got a whole, it looks like my hair is super thick because it's coily. But it is thinner in the top than it is. And I know a lot of people's hair is like that too. Your hair is thicker in places, but it is a little bit thinner on the top than um in the back and on the sides. But that also runs in my family too. I have hair very, very similar to my biological mother. She wore her hair in an afro all the time. She kept her hair in this little short afro all the time, like all her life. And her hair wasn't as thick as mine. My hair seemed to be thicker than hers, but you could tell hers was just a teensy bit thinner on the top than it was. Her hair was kind of fine. And my hair is kind of weird like that too. So that could be part of it. Oh, your mama burnt your hair when you was little? Well, what? The hot comb and it didn't come back? What you want, Poo Poo? You want to go outside? You want to go outside or you just messing with me? What time is it? 3 o'clock. You want to go out this way? Go out this way. Lord. I wonder, is it cold in the backyard? Go out this way, because you ain't going to stay. Come on. No, 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 no. Go pee. You going to go pee? Come on, go pee. Y'all, I don't want to take y'all because I don't want to come back. Come on, go pee this way. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Thank you. You're not going out in the back, Gizmo. And Daddy getting ready for work. He don't want you. I'm sorry, buddy. He getting ready for work. Oh, them spider webs and came back. I gotta go back out there with the broom and get them spider webs. This spider built a web from my bathroom window to the gate that separates this property from the neighbor. At least 6 feet tall because it's taller than my husband. But when you pass by, you can see it. And I took the broom out there once and got rid of it. And I think the spider didn't come back. Shit. Hey, Tina. There's a train going around about people getting their dreadlocks relaxed at the roots so their hair can be soft like Lisa from the Lord. I'm glad I haven't seen that. I'm glad I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. Nevaeh said Q is still a newlywed. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. So, I wouldn't want um as a newlywed, I wouldn't want my husband to be that far away from me. I have nothing at all against Eat with Q, and I'm not saying anything negative about her. I just wouldn't want my husband to be in Africa and I'm in the United States. That's just too far for me. That's way too far for me. I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't know why people would want to. Why would they want to relax their roots though? Why would you want your roots to be straight and the rest of your hair ain't gonna be straight? So your roots can lay down. I mean, I know some people, y'all be wanting your parts to be showing and all of that kind of stuff when you have that was not me when I had my dreads. I like the natty look. I never uh I never relaxed. Did my husband I thought he got rid of all of these videos. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of me. These are some old pictures. Why are these pictures up on my phone? Oh, who knows? I thought I had a picture that I had saved off of. Um, ooh, I'll be taking some crazy looking pictures, child. I thought I had a picture. Oh, wait, is this one? Yeah. Now, see, I never, you couldn't see no parts. You just could tell I had dreads. You didn't know where they started, where they ended, nothing. Because they was natty. They were free form like I was a dreadhead. I had free form dreads. I never um you never could see my parts. I wasn't going for that look. I didn't care about I never had dreads and you could see the parts and I think when I first had dreads, I was kind of keeping them really neat, but you can't really see that picture. But I didn't go for all that. That that wasn't my style. Most of the pictures I have, my dreads are not down because I didn't wear them down that often because they were so long. I guess I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm gonna have to be nice for Father's Day, huh? And cook. Here's one. That was when I had started shaving the sides because if it had started to feel like they were thinning. Oh, here's a decent one. You can kind of tell how long they were. But yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it was a journey that I enjoyed. And I never thought that I didn't go into the whole um lock journey saying that I'm gonna be locked for the rest of my life. I knew eventually they were gonna get too long and I wasn't gonna be able to manage them. I really did. And when that time came, I let them go. I let them go. I had a good time. It was a good ride. And I got so much nerve because, okay, here's a picture of my mom. And this was her, like, signature afro. All during the years, that was how she had her hair. She kept her hair basically like that. And our hair is very similar. Yeah, I don't understand why people would want to straighten. I'm gonna have to see what their hair looks like. I want to see it. I'm gonna go on Tik. Is it on TikTok? Do I sound like somebody? Oh, is it on TikTok, child? Is it on the TikTok? I'm gonna go on TikTok and see. Even my hairdresser agreed. If you see my scalp, something's wrong. My hair is so thick. Oh, yeah. See, my hair is, I mean, it's thick, but it's not super thick. Almost. There's an American woman married to an African man who now lives in Africa. Her channel is called DIY Home and Farm. Very informative. That's not the white woman, is it? Because I've been following this couple on YouTube. What's she? She's American. She was in, I think they in Ghana though. I think this couple is in Ghana. She went over there in one of the missions. Her father was a missionary, and she met an African man, and they got married. And so she is now living. Let me look it up. Okay, no, I never seen this couple. Okay, I'm gonna have to check them out. Let me at least start the video so that I can go back and find it. Okay, I'm gonna go check them out because I do like watching people. That was one of the reasons why I was watching Eat with Q, is because I do like that type of content. Like, I wanted to see what it was going to be like for her living in Africa, and what the food was like, what it was like to shop, and all of that kind of stuff. I was enjoying her African content. Like, I was kind of sad when she came back to the US and then was like by herself, and then her content just went back to her eating, because I'm not really into the eating shows. Just eating regular American food, that's stuff that I can eat. I wanted to see her eating um African stuff. African food that we don't eat here in the US. I don't want to watch you eat some crab legs and shrimp, because I can eat that. I saw that a white woman that said she was called to marry and live in Africa. I don't think this the same white woman, because this woman did she didn't say she was called to Africa. She just went to Africa with her dad, who was a missionary, and she ended up meeting an African guy and married him. I love ES. I've been following her since 2020, I think. Who is ES? Who is that? Tina said yes on the tickety talk. That's what uh the mother from the Addams family. I don't know if y'all watch her. The Addams family. They it's a mom and dad and three kids, and two of the daughters are runners. She always says the tickety talk. Okay, the name of their channel is not the Addams family. I always be getting I always be getting stuff wrong. What's the name of their channel? Jesus. Even people channels that I like, I don't never remember what the name of their channel is, and be getting it totally wrong. when I go back looking for their butt, I was gonna do a reaction video to our friend, but child, I did not feel like getting up, getting on no bicycle, cause she is killing me riding this bicycle at 4 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning. Girl, if you don't take your ass to sleep, out here riding an exercise bike at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, go your behind to sleep. Oh, it is the Addams Family. Maybe I spelled it wrong. This channel right here, I really like them. She funny. She always call it the Tickety Talk, and cause she on the Tickety Talk too. She on YouTube and the Tickety Talk. Hey Sandra. ES. Oh, ES is the wife from DIY House and Farm. She's in northern Ghana. Okay, I'm gonna start watching it. I'm gonna start watching them because I do like to see, couples that are in Africa. I was watching that. I can't think of the name. Now I'm gonna have to find them again because you know how YouTube be doing. Like I know I'm subscribed to them, but I haven't seen them in my feed in a while. YouTube get on my nerves, child. That's why I always be posting the videos, like usually in the on the community post too, because half the time YouTube don't be recommending my videos. Even this is how the algorithm works. They don't even shoot your video out to your subscribers. They be like, your subscribers don't want to see that. They're subscribed to me. They want to see it. I don't know. It's like YouTube wants you to fail. They don't even want your own subscribers to see your videos. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm praying for Eat with Q. I hope that it is just, her situation is just like visa related and they will be able to work things out and he will be able to um and he'll be able to come to her or she'll be able to go back to him. Because no one wants to be in a position where you can't be with your husband. You love your husband. You want to be with him. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure he love her. He want to be with her. You don't want to be away from your significant other. They built a farm. She had a rough season, but has come back stronger. Their land is gorgeous. Oh, okay. Yeah, Q said everything is fine. And it probably is, but I'm saying, distance like that can take a toll on long distance relationships are not easy. They're just not. I don't care what anybody say. They're not easy. And I understand that Q, wants to keep some things private and to herself, and she is saying that everything is fine, and I pray that things are fine. I hope they are. I'm just saying that she seemed a little upset in her video that people are, asking questions like where her husband is and stuff. And, to a certain degree, it makes sense why people are asking. Yesterday, I was watching a show called Married Abroad, and they were matching couples from different countries to get married. Oh, yeah, I used to watch 90 Day Fiance. Very similar to the Married Abroad. I haven't watched 90 Day Fiance in a while because we don't have TLC. But I think you can watch it in God, no, it was a bad accident on Highway 101. I think you can watch it on cable. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I used to love that show. To watch people, marry people from other countries and then, see what they were going to do after the 90 days. After the 90 days, were they going to stay there or um go back home? Yeah, in time we will know. We gonna find out one way or the other. Either they're not going to uh either he will come to where she is or she will go to where he is. Or like she said, it ain't our business. And people will either continue to watch her mukbangs or they won't. Watching people eat is not my thing. As a matter of fact, it kind of irritates me. Like when I watch B Love, I always skip through the smacking and eating part because she normally don't really start talking until after she eats anyway. So I normally skip through all of that. If she talking about something, I'm not going to. I don't like to watch people eat. That's not my thing. There are a lot of mukbangers that I don't even watch. Or your conversation, like you have to be like talking and eating decent, not a bunch of smacking and food falling and stuff because that irritates me. Like I can watch Cheryl Gabrowski, I can watch her eat because she eats like I do. She eats just normal and she's not smacking and, she's wiping her mouth and, using appropriate utensils. But if I think you're like gorging yourself and you're eating a whole lot of food, that's a turnoff for me. Like that makes me nauseated to sit and just watch you shovel all of this food in your mouth. Like Adrienne, I can't watch her eat because she make too many noises. The food is not that good. Wendy's don't taste that good to where you have to be smacking and slurping and carrying on. Their food is not that good. It's not. So when she eating this shit, I have to tune in and tune out. Yeah, I don't. I don't like to watch people eat. And people think that, oh, you chubby, you eat a lot. I don't. I don't eat a lot. I eat like a bird. I have a bad thyroid. I don't eat that much food. I only eat a little bit of food at a time. And if you eat a lot of food, you make me nauseated.
I'm going.
You go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you.
Are those shades?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought those were like reading glasses.
I made them into reading glasses.
Bye, Eric. Bye. Goodbye. I get don't tell him no, that beard. That beard oil that he be putting on his beard. That he be using to make his beard soft. I don't like the way it smells. Don't tell him So, I don't know. Have you ever gone out the country? Nope. And don't want to. I'm one of those people like traveling is not my thing. I don't even I don't want to travel like that. I don't want to go out the country. That's never like I just want to travel here in the US. Traveling has not I mean some people have that's their desire. Their desire is to go to other countries and see other countries. That's not my desire. And it never had I think at one time I wanted to go to Africa, and if I ever do go to Africa, it will only be for one reason. It will definitely be for an initiation. That is my only desire to go to Africa would be for an initiation, not for a visit. So the only two places I would go is Africa or Cuba. And it is for that reason only, no other reason. Like, no place else do I really want to travel to. I've been to Florida, Chicago, uh, of course, different parts of LA, um, Nevada. That's about it. I'm a homebody. I like to stay home. I mean, of course, a cajillion places here in the Bay Area that I've been to here in California. But as far as outside of the U.S., I have no desire. I have no desire to go out of the U.S. Sundrop says, I want to go to the Caribbean and Africa. There are a few places that I want to go outside the U.S. Yeah, it's only really two places outside of the U.S. that I want to go to, and if I had a choice, it would be Africa or Cuba, and that would be for religious reasons only. I mean, some people have a desire to to travel, and I don't. For one, I don't like to fly. I do not like to fly. So I think that's part of the reason why I don't really want to leave the US because I don't like flying. Like, I don't want to be up in the air that long. Sundrop wants to go to England. Yeah, I don't. I think my husband wants to. Oh, I would kind of want to go to Canada because I have a friend in Canada. I wouldn't mind going to Canada to visit her. But that's about it. My husband, because he was in the military, he's been outside of the U.S. a lot. Because he used to live in Germany for a while. But that's because he was in the military. And he, like he don't care. Tammy said if I went to Africa, I would only want to go to hike Kilimanjaro, but too old now. Naya wants to go to Africa, Jamaica, and France. Okay. I saw this video yesterday about a place in Hawaii that is called the Stairway to Heaven. And it's like almost 4,000 steps that you take up this mountain, but it has some of the most beautiful views. and they're trying to, I guess, restore this area. I think right now it's supposedly closed down to tourists, but they're trying to get the money to like restore the area. I guess they're going to make you have to get reservations so they can kind of keep it down how many people are up there at a time and stuff. It's kind of interesting. But look on YouTube, the stairway to heaven, and it's in Hawaii, and you'll see the video. That one Phoenix said, "I'm going to the Czech Republic for the first time due to medical reasons. I'm getting IVF treatment there. It's cheaper than the U.S." Oh, okay. Well, I hope everything works out for you. I mean, mostly everywhere the medical is cheaper than here in the US. Naya said, and Japan. When I go, I think I'm going to record the whole trip. I want to go to Egypt and Africa. Okay. Yeah, make sure you if you go out the country, I mean those video, yeah, record that and make a video, because those videos do get like a lot of views because people do enjoy watching other people travel. Because I was watching this young lady today. She I guess she bought a house in, let me see if I can find it, because I was just watching it not too long ago. She bought a house in uh Japan, I think. And she was like showing what it's like to live there. Like, child, the bathtubs and stuff look different. Yeah. What I love and hate about my new house in Japan. Her name is Sunday Love. Sunday Love. So I'm gonna check her out. So she bought a home in Japan, and I think I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if she teaches English as a second language in Japan, or that's how she got to Japan. Something like that. I know she works there. And so she must plan on staying in Japan because she bought a house there. And not too long ago, this other young lady that I watch her videos, they met up with each other, Kelly Stamps. Um, she doesn't do like, Kelly lives here in the US, but she met up with that young lady in Japan. Because every now and then Kelly does some but she travels mostly in the US though. Now you want to go to Hawaii. Hawaii may be first because I know I don't need a passport. Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa. The African people help you. You go with at least 5 guides. Yeah, I'm not into honey, these ain't hike your knees. I don't care how many guides it is. These ain't the hike your knees. The hike your knees is gone. These arthritis knees sure ain't taking me to no Kilimanjaro. I wouldn't even try my knees like that. You need to get surgery? Well, you can't be doing no traveling if you gotta have surgery. Yeah, girl, I ain't I'm not messing with these little knees. These knees definitely don't want to do no hiking. So I wouldn't even push them to that point. To hiking? No. Not unless it's just, a little hike around here. I would do that. But not no real hiking. I bought some watermelon today. It ain't time yet. It wasn't sweet at all. And you know how the watermelon, it was, they had cut it up and it was in this container. Oh, it looked so red and pretty. And they got me. They got me. Because that watermelon was not sweet. I was so mad. So that's it, y'all. Girl, I ain't going up no steps unless I have to. That's the only reason. Is if I have to. Because these knees, they don't want to do no steps no more. After your knees get a certain area, they ain't trying to do no steps. What is my go-to place in the Bay Area for good food and good vibes? Where I live. Where I live, girl. Let me see. What is one of my favorite restaurants here in the Bay Area? It's so much good food here. Um, I don't know, girl. I don't know. It's like every place we go to, I kind of like the food. And we really don't go to a whole lot of places. Like we go to places like kind of like neighborhood places around us. It's a little restaurant not too far from us called Tina's. Tina's got some good breakfast. Pear Street Bistro. They have good food. Embers. These are like little neighborhood places where, you could tell these places have been in existence for a long time. And them, to me, that's the best kind of food. Is places that been here for a while, like people come in, they know the waitress and stuff. I love those kind of places. If you look on my you look on my you go to my channel and you look at my shorts, if you see restaurant food, I'm normally going to put the name of the restaurant in the title of the video that we go to, because normally on the weekends we do go out. Have you ever had African or Caribbean food? Yeah, I love Ethiopian food. I love African food. There, we used to go to, we had two Ethiopian places when we lived in Oakland. We don't live in Oakland anymore. But when we lived in Oakland, there were two Ethiopian places that we all went to. I kind of slowed down, that we always went to. I kind of slowed down on the Ethiopian food because it started to, the food, is rich, and it kind of started to bother my acid reflux. But I do love Ethiopian food. As a matter of fact, there was a Ethiopian vegan restaurant because we were vegan for a minute. And we used to go to this Ethiopian vegan restaurant. And, so they just cooked all of the regular Ethiopian dishes minus the meat. And I love that place also. So we used to go there a lot. I mean, my go-to is more American food than anything else. That's my go-to, because I really don't like stuff too spicy, because it will, as I've gotten older, that me and spicy food don't get along like we used to when I was in my 20s and 30s. Now everybody's stomach is different. This is my stomach. Okay. My stomach don't want to deal with all of them, spices and rich foods and stuff now. Now I used to be able to eat all that stuff, but I can't do it now. I used to love I like more barbecue goat than curry goat. I'm not really a curry fan. I don't really like curry like that. But I love me some stewed goat or barbecue goat. Because it used to be a barbecue place out here that had goat every Friday. Every Friday they had barbecue goat. And we used to go get that beef patties. Here we have a Jamaican place that has yummy Jamaican patties and tender goat. They used to, I don't know if the flea market in Berkeley is still open, but they used to have a food truck and the Jamaican. It used to be some Jamaican people that cooked. They had a food truck at the flea market, and it would stay packed. But I haven't been to the flea market in a while. I every now and then I will have Indian food. I love like curry chicken and jasmine rice. I'll eat that. I don't know. It's some of the Indian dishes I don't like, but I love me some jasmine rice. Love jasmine rice. Jasmine rice to me just tastes different. It just hit different. So it just seemed like it's not as thick as it don't seem as heavy as regular um white rice. But the Bay Area, it is all kind of food out here. And I love me some tacos. That's one thing about the Bay Area. You can get a taco on damn near any corner. You know how they be saying it's a church on, on every corner in the hood? It's a taco on every corner. Everyone. It's taco trucks everywhere. It's Mexican restaurants everywhere. Almost every little strip mall that you go to, it's going to be a Mexican restaurant there here in California. In certain areas that you drive through, you going to have taco trucks. You going to have, well, we don't live too far from Richmond. And Richmond has a very, very high population, a high Hispanic population. Parts of Richmond has a very high Hispanic population. So it's, a lot of Mexican, Hispanic restaurants and tacos and burritos, and I love it. I can eat a street taco every day. Every day. And I don't think I will get tired of it. I could eat a taco and them peppers and pickled carrots. I don't know what that's called, but I love it. I love it. So that's one good thing about the Bay Area, honey. You gonna get this Mexican food. And I love it. Love it. Leah Screen has an African Mustang channel. What is African Mustang? Mukbang. Okay. Girl, I was like, is that something new? Yeah, I'm not really I wouldn't even try to cook African food. I've had African dishes cooked for me, but I would never attempt it. I would. And you know what? You know I'm bougie. Okay? You know I'm a little on the bougie side. I'm a California girl born and raised. I'm not used to the fish with the heads on. I don't want my fish to have the heads on. My mama used to like the tails on because she used to fry the fish with the tail still attached for herself because she used to like to crunch on the tail. I don't want the tail or the head on my fish. I don't want to see it. And Africans believe in that. They like that. They eat the head, tail, everything. I don't want all that. Girl, I love me some steak. Street tacos. Just give me the steak. Just give me the steak and the cilantro and the onions. I don't need nothing else. Season that up real good. Throw it on that taco shell and leave me be. That's all I need. Oh, she African and she cooks it and then eats. I don't know. As long as she ain't making a whole bunch of noise when she eat, I could probably watch it. And if she cooking it, then I could probably watch it. But I just don't like. Y'all know my roses that I got for Mother's Day are still pretty. I thought they was gonna be dead, falling over by now, but they holding on. I don't know where my son got them roses from. I'm gonna have to ask him because usually they been died out by now. Oh, I just had a Philly cheesesteak the other day from the Philly cheesesteak shop. And so I ordered them. I had DoorDashed them because my husband was getting ready to go to work. And so I ordered them and they got here in time for my husband to go to work. So he just, I told him to put it in his work bag, but cut it so the bag could vent or it would sweat. So, he did. But when he got his, he was like, why is there so much meat on here? And I was like, because I get extra steak. I get extra steak. And he was like, why? Because it tastes better. He was like, that was too much meat. How can it be too much meat, sir? There's no such thing as too much meat. Not in my life. So it was too much meat for him. He was like, oh, okay, well, next time you get yours extra and just get mine regular. I said, I sure will. Because I like extra. I like extra meat. So, Gizmo, did anybody call you? You act like somebody called your name. Ain't nobody called you, sir. You can go back to sleep. Ain't not one person called you. Oh, okay. Then I might be able to watch her because I just don't like watching people that is smacking and stuff when they eat and making a whole bunch of unnecessary noise when they eat and just seeming like they're gorging themselves. That's nasty to me. Just eating too much. I have to go because I can't watch it. But I don't like watching people eat though. Yeah, because some people want to, they want to hear the noise. They want to hear the noises, which I don't know why. I don't know, but I guess That's part of the hearing the noises is part of the whole thing. Not for me. All right, y'all. I'm about to get on off here. I hope that Eat with Q, I really hope that she gets things together and either her husband can come to her or, she can go to him or they can, I want them to be together. I don't want to see anybody that's married away from their husband unless that was the plan all along. But I just don't think it was. I don't, I hope that they're not separated for long. I'm about to go and finish Battlestar Galactica. We was gonna watch it today. I think we only got 3 more episodes, and that's gonna be the end. And I told my husband that I wasn't gonna watch the last episode. I was gonna wait for him to watch the last episode so we could watch it together. So he gonna try on his break today to watch some, and then I'm gonna get off of here and watch one. Gizmo, what are you doing? Gizmo, what you doing, Boochie? Are you looking all crazy? All right, y'all. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Bye.